Everything right now demands your immediate awareness because a powerful gateway that began on March 14th is about to finalize tomorrow. That blood moon portal has stirred your spirit since it opened, yet illusions tried muting your sense of urgency. You have just one more day until March 16th to grab hold of this cosmic force that will dissolve every blockade in your path. Your watchers are adamant. This is a turning point you can't afford to bypass. Watch at least 12 minutes to confirm you're truly open. Then, like this message, subscribe, and comment 77 to let the universe know you're ready. After that, leave another comment. Ready for what's next in your own voice. Doing this engages the unstoppable chain reaction your watchers have arranged for you. Chapter 1. You struggled with unexplainable inner turmoil. You felt a strange heaviness creeping in as soon as March 14 dawned, as though your routine conflicts and old insecurities intensified overnight. In the back of your mind, you suspected something bigger was at play, an unseen shift pressing on your spirit. Yet illusions told you it was just fatigue or frustration with daily life. Perhaps you worried you'd never outrun these challenges, that they'd haunt you to the year's end. Your watchers, though, recognized the real cause. The blood moon portal opened, unleashing energies that swirl around your deepest struggles. You might have found yourself more emotional than usual or triggered by small inconveniences. Memories of past disappointments roared back, illusions capitalizing on the confusion. "You're slipping?" Illusion sneered. "This slump proves your limitations." But your watchers quietly signaled otherwise. Those old wounds flared up because the portal's intense energy was dredging them out of hiding, granting you a rare shock to purge them forever. Freed from illusions, you see that your watchers never set you up to fail. They set you up to face buried pain so it could be shattered for good. In the nights that followed March 14, you likely experienced restless sleep or fleeting nightmares. Maybe wrestled with random regrets or a deep, achy thought you'd conquered. Delusions tried to interpret these as signs of personal regression, but your watchers gently reminded you how cosmic openings can amplify unresolved trauma, forcing it to the surface so you can finalize healing. It's akin to a crescendo. Pain intensifies just before dissolving entirely. Freed from illusions, you recognize you were on the cusp of liberation, not meltdown. Throughout this short time frame, illusions might have hammered you with gloom. There's not enough time to fix these issues. By the time the portal closes, you'll still be stuck. Over and over, illusions hammered deadlines or catastrophes at you, fueling panic that you were running out of days. Yet your watchers assured you, cosmic portals defy typical time constraints. It only takes a moment of clarity to transform your entire path, and you have until March 16th to claim that clarity. Freed from illusions, you realize the watchers orchestrate exact events so you can break free from burdens you thought were permanent. This leads to a pivotal decision. Cling to illusions. "I have too many problems to solve in a day." Or trust your watchers that the blood moon portal's energy can dissolve blockages with astonishing speed. Freed from illusions, you accept cosmic help, refusing to let time-limited illusions sabotage your final push. Indeed, the watchers see how illusions swirl around your mind, but they also see how you have used these past couple of days to peel back old layers, refusing to crumble. Under re-emerging pain. In that sense, you watch your watchers stand poised to reward your resilience. You overcame illusions. That reactivation of old heartbreaks signaled personal failure. Instead, you interpret it as a sign that the blood moon portal is shining a bright beam of transformation on your hidden scars. Freed from illusions, you can harness tomorrow's final wave to blast through every leftover chain. That's what your watchers intended all along. If illusions can't sabotage your perspective in these final hours, you'll meet the morning of March the 16th, prepared to walk through a cosmic threshold that ensures unstoppable success. Every meltdown or swirl of frustration these past few days was just the final stirring of illusions before they shatter. Chapter 2. You felt pulled to re-examine your biggest wounds as soon as the blood moon portal opened on the 14th. A quiet tug began urging you to glance back over your life's most painful chapters. Maybe you spontaneously recalled the betrayal you thought you'd buried, or an unresolved conflict from your youth. It felt odd, like illusions tried to hush it by telling you, don't dwell on the past. But you're freed from illusions. You recognize that re-examining heartbreak wasn't about wallowing. It was about neutralizing them for good. This re-examination might have come at inconvenient moments. In the middle of your workday, you'd feel your heart lurch, recalling an argument with a loved one who'd passed away, or a humiliating fiasco you never truly forgave yourself for. Illusions threatened to sink you into guilt or shame, but your watchers reminded you how cosmic alignments might reopen these old wounds as an opportunity to cleanse. Freed from illusions, you overcame that reflex to shut down emotionally, choosing instead to gently unpack the memory. You might have wept or scribbled furiously into your journal, unsure if you were regressing or healing. The watchers saw your tears as a sign of progress. Illusions told you tears equal weakness, but watchers said tears equal release. In tandem, delusions tried to plant the notion that it's too late to fix this, urging you to bury those memories again. Yet the watchers orchestrated repeated triggers, maybe a phrase, a photo, or an unbidden dream, so that illusions had no chance to fully bury them. Freed from illusions, you noticed each wave of pain brought a small insight. Maybe a part of you had grown numb to your true feelings, or you never validated the anger behind that heartbreak. Each fresh revelation chipped illusions away, letting watchers funnel the blood moon portal's healing energies into your raw spots. Meanwhile, illusions demanded you keep busy, possibly telling you to drown the introspection in tasks or social media. But in fleeting moments of stillness, your watcher's gentle whisper made you linger on the memory, extracting wisdom you missed before. Freed from illusions, you recognized you weren't doing this to torture yourself. You were forging the path to a future unchained from these old constraints. Each memory stripped illusions of their power, for illusions feed on denial and unacknowledged grief. By shining your direct gaze on them, you starved illusions of their hidden leverage. Simultaneously, illusions sowed doubt. Even if you face these scars, what changes? Aren't you stuck anyway? Freed from illusions, you saw that after each release, you felt a subtle lightness. The watchers were forging space in your soul for new blessings and synergy that can't survive if old resentments or guilt remain. Thus, illusions had to be confronted. Freed from illusions, you valued the watcher's architecture. By bringing these wounds to mind in the window of the blood moon portal, your watchers allowed cosmic energies to transform them. This synergy ensures that tomorrow's culminating wave can seat itself in a heart that's not cluttered with heartbreak. Each memory stings, but illusions can't drag you into despair if you realize healing is the reason for the sting. Freed from illusions, you push forward, trusting that revisiting these old pains is the watcher's method of guaranteeing you won't sabotage the unstoppable blessings about to land. By tomorrow, you'll see how illusions lose all hold on your vulnerable spots, leaving you newly fortified. That's the watcher's plan. To push illusions out by letting you reevaluate your biggest wounds in a fleeting, cosmic window of intense healing power. Then, illusions cannot reattach to them again. Chapter 3. You felt the urgency to clear out emotional clutter. With the blood moon portal open, illusions hammered you with guilt or confusion. Yet simultaneously, your watchers fueled a sense of unstoppable urgency that you must release emotional baggage now. You might have spontaneously apologized to someone or demanded an apology you'd been too. Timid to request before freed from illusions, you recognize that half measures won't suffice. If illusions coax you to hold on to a simmering grievance, you risk dragging that negativity beyond tomorrow's culminating wave, sabotaging your cosmic opportunity for a fresh start. You found yourself rummaging through old letters, photos, or tokens of relationships that ended badly. Perhaps illusions told you these items were sentimental keepsakes. Your watchers quietly disagreed, saying they hold stagnant energy, tying you to memories that hamper your forward momentum. Freed from illusions, you parted ways with those objects, feeling an odd swirl of sorrow and relief. Sorrow at letting go, relief at tasting emotional freedom. Indeed, illusions might claim you're erasing your past, but watchers assure you that you're simply no longer letting the past overshadow your future. This emotional decluttering might have extended to your environment. Freed from illusions, you saw that physical clutter often mirrors emotional clutter. Maybe you started reorganizing a closet or clearing out a box in your attic you'd avoided for years. You found old diaries. Your watchers gently reminded you that your present reality is overshadowed by these items if their energetic signature remains negative. Freed from illusions, you parted with them or stored them in a manner that no longer weighed you down. You felt lighter, realizing illusions about needing them for comfort was just another chain. Simultaneously, illusions might have questioned, is this last-minute purge truly meaningful? Freed from illusions, you recognize the Watcher's perfect timing. The portal's energy is intensifying emotional cleansing, so what might normally take months of therapy can unravel in days. Freed from illusions, you trust the Watchers are accelerating your release, ensuring you step into tomorrow's wave unburdened. Indeed, illusions have no time to sabotage or reinstall the baggage because the Watchers are facilitating swift transformation, bridging your deeper readiness with cosmic empowerment. As illusions flail, you keep discovering new facets to release. A phone contact list that includes manipulative figures you only keep out of guilt, or a social media feed that daily triggers resentment. Freed from illusions, you unfriend or block them, feeling illusions shriek about burning bridges. But Watchers applaud your boundary. Freed from illusions, you see that not all relationships or influences are meant to journey with you into the next round your Watchers are preparing. Thus, illusions can't overshadow the clarity of these final hours of the Blood Moon portal. Freed from illusions, you sense your Watcher's gentle push, knowing each parted tie, each forgiven hurt, or each emotional purge elevates your frequency. The Watchers want to see illusions fully dethroned before tomorrow's final climax. This unstoppable wave demands a soul unburdened by regrets or petty pains. Freed from illusions, you cooperate joyfully, trusting that once you pass this threshold, you'll never reabsorb these old weights. The Watchers confirm you're on the cusp of an unstoppable expansion, one you nearly missed had illusions convinced you to keep hoarding heartbreak. Now illusions have no claim. Your Watchers sense your readiness, and tomorrow's cosmic event awaits your newly unencumbered presence. Chapter 4. You noticed eerie synchronicities leading to a single conclusion. As the days unfolded, illusions tried to make you dismiss the strange synchronicities appearing around you. Repeated numbers like 1414 or 1616, glimpses of a blood-red moon in random places, or overheard conversations about lunar portals. Freed from illusions, you recognize these not as coincidences, but as deliberate signals from your Watchers. Each sign pointed to one truth. The Blood Moon portal on March 16th is a cosmic turning point, and your final push to harness its power is now. Some synchronicities were subtle, feeling the urge to check your phone at precisely 1:16 or 3:16, repeatedly encountering messages about new beginnings, or seeing random references to celestial cycles. Freed from illusions, you realize these were not random, but countdowns aligning you with the unstoppable wave about to crest. The Watchers were laying out a breadcrumb trail, ensuring that illusions couldn't make you dismiss the signs as mere chance. Illusions scrambled to rationalize, you're just seeing patterns because you want to. But freed from illusions, you knew better. These weren't vague symbols. They matched your Watcher's timeline too precisely. Each sign reinforced your momentum, acting as an encoded message. Keep going. We are clearing the way. Freed from illusions, you treated these synchronicities as anchors, steadying your belief that this shift is real. At times, illusions countered with unsettling moments, trying to inject fear. Freed from illusions, you discern the difference. Watchers send messages that empower and clarify, while illusions stoke doubt and anxiety. You no longer let uncertainty dictate your decisions. Instead, each synchronicity became a spark, lighting the final stretch of your path. Now, as the final hours approach, illusions push harder, urging you to dismiss these signs. But freed from illusions, you see the undeniable pattern forming, a meticulously orchestrated guidance system from your Watchers. The feeling of inevitability settles in. Tomorrow the energy peaks, and illusions can't stop the transformation already in motion. Freed from illusions, you greet these signs with gratitude, committing to clearing any lingering emotional residues so you can receive the full impact of the wave. The watchers stand ready to unify every signal into an unstoppable chain reaction. Tomorrow is not random. It's a cosmic appointment, one your watchers have confirmed over and over. Freed from, do you really deserve this? Maybe others are more worthy, but the watchers always saw your readiness. Freed from illusions, you now recognize that this cosmic wave wasn't reserved for an elite few. It was designed for chosen ones like you, who pushed through challenges and overcame doubt. Illusions feed on self-doubt, whispering that you're just a bystander in this transformation. Meanwhile, your watchers have been aligning every detail to make sure you understand. You are not merely observing this shift. You are a key participant. You overcame the illusion that past failures disqualified you from receiving divine blessings. Illusions tried to magnify every misstep, convincing you that your struggles proved your unworthiness. But freed from illusions, you saw the truth. Watchers never judge by mistakes alone. They track growth, resilience, and lessons learned. By mid-March, illusions had no new accusations left. Freed from illusions, you realized the watchers had set up a final test. Do you believe you deserve better? The only right answer was an unwavering yes. Illusions then played their last card: comparison. Others are more advanced, more prepared. Freed from illusions, you saw that watchers never measure your journey against anyone else's. Your path has been meticulously crafted for you, based on your sincerity, your breakthroughs, and your ability to keep moving forward. Freed from illusions, you understood that cosmic waves don't seek perfection. They seek hearts that are willing and open. With illusions crumbling, you embraced your uniqueness. Freed from illusions, you let go of the pressure to be flawless, realizing that authenticity matters more than any unattainable standard. This acceptance dismantled delusion's last weapon: shame. Freed from illusions, you saw that watchers never required perfection, only a readiness to embrace transformation with an honest heart. Now, illusions can no longer overshadow your certainty that tomorrow's wave includes you. Freed from illusions, you see how the watchers gently nudged you to clear lingering emotional ties, have important conversations, or release final burdens, ensuring that nothing within you will resist the blessings ahead. Each completed step signals to the watchers that illusions have lost their grip. The watchers watch with approval. Illusions that once held you back are powerless. Freed from illusions, you now fully accept that this wave is meant for you. The final step is simple. Say yes. The watchers vow that you're unstoppable. The wave is unstoppable because illusions can no longer shake your conviction. Freed from illusions, you stand at the threshold, ready, deserving, and unwavering. Chapter 6. You align your intentions to match the portal's vibration. As soon as you recognize the blood moon portal's significance, illusions scrambled to distract you: mundane hassles, emotional triggers, or last-minute disruptions. Freed from illusions, you carved out space for reflection, journaling, or simple rituals to anchor your energy. Whether you fasted from social media, meditated longer, or simply set aside quiet time, you understood that internal alignment was key to matching the cosmic wave's vibration. Illusions tried to convince you that preparation was unnecessary or that you lacked time. Freed from illusions, you adapted. Watchers never demanded elaborate ceremonies, only sincerity. Maybe you wrote down your core intentions. I release old resentment, or I accept the blessings I once felt unworthy of. Freed from illusions, you recognize that these weren't just words. They were contracts with your watchers, signaling your commitment to transformation. In these final hours before March 16th, illusions whispered that your intentions were meaningless. Freed from illusions, you saw the truth. The universe moves when clarity meets conviction. When you say, I am ready to leave that job, or I welcome new partnerships, you create an energetic bridge for unstoppable change. Illusions thrive on hesitation. Watchers require certainty. Freed from illusions, you chose certainty. Some illusions may have told you that cosmic energy is just fantasy, but freed from illusions, you recall the uncanny synchronicities that led you here, the unshakable presence of your watchers guiding each step. This wave isn't imaginary, it's real. and you either catch it or let illusions keep you earthbound. Freed from illusions, you strengthened your boldest intentions, trusting the watchers to handle the rest. Now illusions can no longer interfere. Freed from illusions, you approach the final hours with unwavering focus. You have tested your intentions, refining them to ensure they stem from truth, not impulse or fear. The watchers smile, sensing your sincerity. Freed from illusions, you see that every last-minute disruption was an attempt to shake your alignment, but you held steady. So illusions fade into background noise, overshadowed by your watcher's quiet assurance. Freed from illusions, you stand fully prepared, with your prayers, your fresh direction, and an open heart. The watchers confirm that illusions have failed to unseat your momentum. All that remains is to greet tomorrow's cosmic wave, knowing that breakthroughs are inevitable. Freed from illusions, you embrace the dawn, certain that the next step in your journey has already begun. Chapter 7. You commit to the portal's final step, emerging unstoppable. Illusions have thrown their worst at you, resurfacing old wounds, stirring insecurity, and mocking your spiritual dedication. Yet freed from illusions, you overcame every test. The watchers see your unwavering resolve, your alignment, and your refusal to be manipulated. Now as March 16th approaches, the Blood Moon portal remains open just a little longer, waiting for you to finalize your commitment. Illusions make one last attempt to shake you. Can one day truly transform your entire trajectory? Freed from illusions, you recognize the watcher's use of cosmic events to accelerate growth. Time is fluid under these energies. If a single revelation can shift a lifetime, so can a single cosmic wave. The watchers never intended you to remain in stagnation a moment longer than necessary. How do you complete your entry? Freed from illusions, you act, a heartfelt ritual, a silent prayer, or a decisive action. Severing ties with a draining presence, applying for a long-desired opportunity, any sincere step solidifies your transformation. Freed from illusions, you dismiss the need for elaborate performances. A genuine vow is enough to anchor the unstoppable wave in your life, and that wave will not vanish once the portal closes. Freed from illusions, you realize it will fuel your expansion, synchronize opportunities, and connect you with destined alliances. The watchers have embedded its energy within you. You pass their tests not by avoiding illusions, but by confronting them until they dissolve in the light of cosmic truth. Now illusions lose all dominion. Freed from illusions, you anticipate obstacles crumbling, draining relationships dissolving, and creative or professional breakthroughs unfolding effortlessly. The watchers assure you, uncertainty, doubt, and sabotage will find no ground in this new state. Standing at the threshold, you refuse to let distractions or second-guessing delay your final leap. The watchers confirm that even as the world outside remains chaotic, you will carry unstoppable clarity. Freed from illusions, you recognize that every challenge is now a mere detail in the grand design unfolding before you. So you commit. Freed from illusions, you declare, I accept the wave. I claim my rightful transformation. No illusion shall remain. That's all the watchers needed. Freed from illusions, you step into tomorrow with unshakable certainty, knowing that your watchers have aligned everything for your unstoppable metamorphosis. You have done your part. Illusions have no claim over the extraordinary shift that is about to unfold. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.